Good afternoon, morning, evening, whatever it is for you. This is Cameron with Emerson House Buyers. Every week I bring you tools, tactics, strategies, lessons I've learned, things that have helped me build up a sizable rental portfolio in about 2 years. And this week I want to talk to you guys about morning routines. So if you guys are listening to Tim Ferriss at all, morning routines. He tries to consolidate a lot of this information in some of his books. He asks all of his podcast guests this. I've had people ask me some of my morning routines, and it just seems to be a big topic. I mean, people write blog posts all the time about Richard Branson does this, Tony Robbins does this, Grant Cardone does this. But I really just want to bring this to point. So, like I said, people have been asking me what my morning routines are, thinking that if they do exactly my morning routine, that they'll get the exact same result. It's just not true. If Richard Branson does these 4 things in the morning and you do those 4 things, if he eats breakfast, eats a banana and a bowl of oatmeal, exercises, reads a book, and then makes a phone call to his wife or talks with his kids. If you do those 4 things, do you think you'll be a billionaire? No. So I would stop focusing so much on what everybody else is doing. There's tactics and strategies that you guys can learn to shorten the learning curve and shave years and years off of investing and some other avenues that you're taking to get where you want to go. But I would get out of the weeds and out of the tactical stuff. I mean, when I spoke with my mentor, I didn't ask him what the first 60 minutes of his day looked like. I mean, it really just doesn't matter. I said, what are the tactics? What are the strategies? What is the process? What is the process to get this end result? And when there's a good process and you follow a process, that's different. If you ask about a process, that will take you a solid process, just like McDonald's. It doesn't matter where it's at in the world, you go there, it's virtually the same hamburger. They're prepared all the same. It's an excellent process. That's why it's so good. Now, if you were asking questions about the process to go and buy real estate or buy a dozen houses or what have you, that's different. But to ask somebody, what do you do in the morning, or what are your routines? Now, I mean, if they're talking about somebody who's a bodybuilder, it's a little bit differently. I've never had anybody ask me those questions, so haven't got that. But regarding real estate, I wouldn't even waste my breath. And I remember being there, guys. I remember it. I remember going, what do all these people do? I'm going to do the exact same thing. If Grant Cardone gets up in the morning, exercises, that's what I'm going to do. If he eats 2 scoops of whey protein right after working out and then eats 2 bananas, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to be a multi-millionaire real estate investor. No. Doesn't matter how many times I do that. It's minutia that is taken away from very important, vital few things that you're going to be doing that will help you get into, your first house, your next house, or whatever your goals are in real estate. And some people, and excuse me for the rant, but some people will want to know these morning routines and stuff and write all this stuff down and take all these notes just to waste the time to not have to do the vital few things that you need to do to be successful in real estate, like making phone calls, talking to sellers, putting out marketing, struggling with your first pitch and how you're going to close the deal, and knocking on that door and walking through the property and talking to the home seller. I mean, that stuff sucks. Calling somebody back, hey, I know you said you didn't want to sell, but I just want to see if anything's changed. No, don't ever call me again, hang up. Those aren't fun. But the process of calling people back, of doing the walkthroughs, of putting the marketing out, that all adds to real estate deals. So stop worrying about these morning routines. Stop reading blog posts about them. Stop wasting your time even writing them down. It's not going to matter. And the evidence should be in the fact that if you look at everybody's morning routine, it varies among every single successful person there is. Some people meditate. If you meditate for 20 minutes a day, is that going to buy you a house? No. There's so much variability. So I don't mean to rant, but I've had this question several times, and I wanted to convey this. Don't confuse the minutia from the process. Morning routines, unless I should back up here, unless the morning routine is I get up, I start making phone calls, blah 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 blah. I make phone calls, I go on my 3 walkthroughs, I browse the MLS, whatever it is. If that's a morning routine, that's different. To me, that's a process on how to buy real estate. But as far as morning routine, when you wake up, you do 50 push-ups, whatever, doesn't matter. You eat oatmeal, you're on a ketogenic diet, doesn't matter. I hope this helped, guys. It's I didn't mean to get too picky, and I just I've had this question a couple times, and it's just I see people wasting time on it and wasting time on the minutia, and when really if you spent that morning routine or time exercise, and I'm not saying exercise is not important, but if you spent the time worrying about all that stuff and jotting all that out, and instead made a few more sales calls, and by sales calls I mean calls to sellers or walkthroughs or driving for dollars, you'd see a real change in your business. Guarantee it. Hope this helped, guys. Sorry again for the rant. I think some of you will find it valuable. And I know for some of the people that have asked me about it, this will hit home and should be a valuable thing to take away and use to help grow your business. So if you liked it, let me know. If you didn't, let me know. If you disagree with me, let me know. If you agree with me, let me know. Interactive. Love taking questions from you guys. Just keep it up and keep interacting with me, and I'll keep giving back as much as I can. Thanks. See you next week.